What if the person you believe is your twin flame never shows up? Let's dive into the enigmatic world of twin flames, a concept deeply ingrained in the spiritual community. Picture this: one soul split into two bodies, destined to meet on this earthly plane. Sounds like a romance novel, doesn't it? But here's the twist. These soulmates don't always find their happily ever after together. In the classic twin flame narrative, two people meet, fall head over heels, and then abruptly part ways. This separation often occurs during the blissful honeymoon phase, leaving both parties in a state of emotional turmoil. The dynamics here are fascinating. One becomes the runner, seeking solace in other relationships, while the other becomes the chaser, stuck in a loop of longing and pain. The more the chaser pursues, the faster the runner flees. This push and pull dynamic can lead to a complete cut-off, often leaving the chaser in a state of emotional purgatory. Now let's take a step back and look at this scenario from a different lens. Doesn't this dynamic bear a striking resemblance to fearfully avoidant and anxiously avoidant relationships, or the toxic dance between a narcissist and their codependent partner? The similarities are uncanny. The twin flame journey, as it's often referred to, is believed to awaken our deepest insecurities and fears, forcing us to face them head-on. But is this a spiritual journey? Or is it merely a psychological battle we're fighting within ourselves? It's easy to romanticize the concept of twin flames, to believe in a love so profound that it transcends the physical realm. But when we strip away the spiritual veneer, we're left with raw human emotions. Fear, insecurity, rejection, abandonment. These are the specters that haunt us, not the absence of our twin flame. So, what if your twin flame never shows up? Or what if they do, but choose to run away? The pain and grief will continue as long as we cling to the idea of this other half. The question then becomes, is this a spiritual journey or a psychological conundrum? Meet Jane, a vibrant woman who spent years waiting for her twin flame. Jane's story is one of hope, heartbreak, and the healing power of self-realization. She encountered her supposed twin flame at a point in her life when she was searching for something more, something profound. They fell in love. And for a while it felt like she had found her missing half. But soon, their relationship took a turn. The honeymoon phase was abruptly replaced with a push and pull dynamic that left Jane confused and emotionally drained. Her partner became distant, eventually moving on to other relationships, leaving Jane in a state of unbearable pain and longing. She became the chaser, relentlessly pursuing a love that seemed to evade her at every turn. The more she chased, the farther her twin flame seemed to run. He blocked her on social media, cutting off all forms of contact and leaving Jane in a state of despair. This emotional turmoil took a toll on Jane. Her nervous system was hijacked by the agony of unrequited love, causing her physical distress and mental anguish. The years passed by and all Jane could do was wait, clinging to the hope of reunion. She was losing precious time, health, energy, and opportunities, all for the pursuit of an elusive love. Jane's story isn't unique. There are countless others who've walked her path. Many find themselves trapped in this cycle of chasing and running, their lives consumed by the painful wait for their twin flame. The concept of twin flame suggests that this tumultuous journey is designed to awaken us, to trigger the unhealthy parts of our psyche and push us towards self-realization. But what if we've misunderstood the journey all along? What if it's not about a romantic connection, but about turning inward and understanding why we chase those who run from us? Jane's story is a powerful reminder that it's high time we reassess our understanding of twin flames. It's a call to stop waiting and start living. Because love is not about chasing or running, it's about mutual respect, understanding, and the freedom to choose. But what if we told you that all this could be explained by psychology, not spirituality? Yes, you heard it right. The twin flame concept, with all its heartache and longing, can be seen through the lens of psychology, shedding light on its mysterious dynamics. Let's delve into the psychological dynamics at play in these relationships. Often, these dynamics mirror those found in fearfully avoidant and anxiously avoidant relationships, or between codependents and narcissists. The push and pull, the runner and the chaser, the heartache and longing. These are all common dynamics in these types of relationships. They stem from deep-seated insecurities, fear of abandonment or rejection, and a struggle for control. Leading psychologists and relationship experts often refer to this as the attachment theory. This theory suggests that our early childhood experiences with our caregivers shape our adult relationships. Those who've experienced neglect or inconsistency in their early relationships may develop an insecure attachment style, leading to the runner or chaser dynamic in their adult relationships. Now let's talk about the effects of rejection and abandonment on the brain. When we experience rejection or abandonment, our brain responds as if we've been physically hurt. This is called social pain. The same areas of our brain light up when we experience physical pain and social pain. This explains why the pain of waiting for a twin flame can feel so intense, because our brain is processing it as a real physical hurt. Moreover, the constant anticipation and disappointment can lead to a cycle of negative reinforcement. The more we chase, the more we reinforce the belief that we are unworthy or unlovable, further fueling the cycle of rejection and abandonment. So what does this all mean? It means that perhaps the twin flame journey is less about finding our other half in the spiritual realm and more about understanding and healing our own psychological wounds. And maybe, just maybe, by understanding these psychological dynamics, we can break free from the cycle of pain and longing and move towards healthier, more fulfilling relationships. It seems the twin flame journey might have more to do with our minds than our souls. What if the person blocking you, preferring someone else or running from you, simply doesn't love you? That's a question we often avoid asking ourselves, isn't it? But it's time to face the hard truth. In the realm of twin flames, we're often told about this romantic spiritual connection that is beyond our control. A tale of two souls, destined to meet and endure a tumultuous journey, only to reunite stronger than ever. But what if, instead of a destined journey, it's just a case of unrequited love? What if it's not about spiritual growth, but about our inability to accept rejection? Let's be honest, rejection is a bitter pill to swallow. It's easier to believe in a cosmic plan that promises a happy ending than to accept that someone we deeply care about might not share our feelings. But clinging to the notion of twin flames can be a dangerous game. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of hope and despair, waiting for a union that might never happen. This belief system can hijack our sense of self, our time, our energy, and our opportunities. It can cause us immense pain and grief as we continuously chase someone who is running from us. All the while, we're telling ourselves that it's part of a grand design, that it's meant to awaken us. But what are we awakening to, really? To the reality that we're chasing someone who doesn't want to be chased? Or to the fact that we're allowing ourselves to be emotionally tormented in the name of love? The similarities between the dynamics of a twin flame relationship and those of fearful avoidant, anxious avoidant, and narcissist codependent relationships are striking. They all revolve around a power play, a game of push and pull that leaves one person in a state of constant suffering. It's crucial to remember that no one outside of you can dictate who your romantic partner should be. Love is a mutual feeling, not a one-sided chase. If someone doesn't want to be with you, but has the chance to, they don't love you. If they prefer to be with someone else, they don't love you. If they block you and don't want to hear from you, they don't love you. The pain and grief will persist until the harsh reality is accepted. So, what happens if your twin flame never shows up? Well, it's not the end of the world, even if it feels like it. We've discussed the twin flame concept, the agonizing wait, the psychological power play, and the harsh reality. It's clear that believing in twin flames can lead to unnecessary pain and wasted time. Here's the final takeaway. Love should not be a game of hide and seek. It should not leave you in a perpetual state of longing, or worse, in consistent distress. It's time to understand that the idea of twin flames, while romantic, can be harmful if taken to heart. Love shouldn't be about chasing someone who constantly runs away, or about holding on to an idea that causes more harm than good. Instead, seek a love that is reciprocal, respectful, and real. A love that shows up, stays, and grows with you. Remember, real love does not run, does not hide, and certainly does not leave you in pain.